The Israeli military announced on Sunday that it has withdrawn the majority of its ground troops from the Gaza Strip following the conclusion of a fierce offensive in the southern city of Khan Younis. This move leaves only one brigade remaining in the heavily affected enclave, marking 6 months since the conflict began. Since the beginning of the year, the Israeli military has been gradually reducing its presence in Gaza amid mounting international pressure to mitigate the impact of the conflict on civilians. The reduction has also brought relief to reservists, many of whom have been away from their homes and jobs since the offensive was launched in response to the Hamas-led attack on Israel on October 7. The Nahal Brigade, now the sole ground force in Gaza, consists of a few thousand soldiers assigned with preventing Palestinians from returning to northern Gaza and carrying out targeted strikes across the territory. The implications of this withdrawal on the long-anticipated incursion into the southern city of Rafah remain uncertain. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has advocated for the planned assault on Rafah as a necessary measure to eliminate Hamas. However, President Joe Biden and much of the international community have urged Israel to reconsider, citing the potential risk to the lives of over 1 million Palestinian civilians who have sought refuge in Rafah from the conflict elsewhere in Gaza. The offensive, initiated in response to the October 7 attack by Hamas, initially targeted northern Gaza, leaving it in ruins. In recent weeks, the focus has shifted to southern Gaza with similar devastating outcomes. Israel reports that more than 1,200 people were killed and over 250 hostages were taken during the October 7 attack. According to Gaza's health ministry, over 33,100 Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli offensive. The Israeli military emphasized that a significant force would remain in Gaza, characterizing the pullout as a tactical move rather than a signal of the war nearing its end. Simultaneously, both Israel and Hamas have sent delegations to Cairo for fresh ceasefire negotiations. Lieutenant Colonel Peter Lerner, spokesman for the Israel Defense Forces (IDF), stated that the troop withdrawal from Khan Younis indicates a progression in the war effort, with troops rotating out upon completion of their mission. Despite the withdrawal, Lieutenant Colonel Lerner emphasized that the war continues until the return of the hostages and the elimination of Hamas. He underscored the necessity of ongoing operations, particularly in strongholds like Rafah. U.S. National Security spokesman John Kirby described the troop withdrawal as a rest and refit phase, not necessarily indicative of a forthcoming operation. However, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant stated that the troops were preparing for follow-up missions after their achievements in Khan Younis, claiming that Hamas military capabilities throughout Gaza had been significantly degraded. While Israel has long warned of a planned ground offensive in Rafah, international pressure for a ceasefire is mounting. The U.S., Israel's closest ally, has warned that its support for the Gaza war hinges on concrete steps to increase aid and prevent civilian casualties. Thanks for watching. Visit our website headlinecast.com and please subscribe our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon for exclusive update news. Also follow our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter.